So I've looked around and I cannot find this rock climbing place to save my life. Like, I walked maybe 6 blocks or so and I still could not find it. So here we are. We are just walking, currently trying to find some place to eat because I am getting hungry. After some more walking, I ended up finding this really nice, kind of secluded cafe. The workers were super nice, and the food was so good. I ended up having this like mango milk drink, which I've never really had before. It was really unique. Here's a picture of what I had, and yeah, on to rock climbing. So for this pink one, I really wanted to get it done. This was actually the first one that I saw at the gym, and I was like, I want to do that one. But that starting area is at such a crazy angle, like it's like overhang galore. It's pretty bad, and I mean, it was fun. It was definitely fun, but it was really exhausting, and I still wanted to be able to check out the rest of the gym, so I kind of moved on from that onto this yellow one, which is actually really cool because Magnus and there's another guy. It was a rock climbing video I saw this morning, so this is like a couple months after the fact, but they uploaded the video a while ago. I'll have it pop up on screen, but either way, they were at this gym kind of around the same time I was. Like some of the holds, like some of the routes were the exact same. So I thought that was just really cool. It was a really cool coincidence. But they did this exact same yellow one, and they made it look like child's play compared to whatever this is that I'm doing. Yeah, but the two holds, the part I struggled with the most, obviously I'm resting right now, but the part I struggled with the most was coming up. The two holds that are right up there, they are not the greatest because that little notch prevents me from getting like my whole hand around it. So it was a bit rough, but as you are about to see, I eventually get past it. And yeah, I actually first tried this. It was a really fun climb. And yes, that is me breathing. But yeah, I definitely had fun with this one. And then there was even that ceiling piece right there that kind of prevented some maneuvering, but yeah, pretty cool. Then just for the fun of it, I wanted to check out this green one because I thought it looked interesting. And I started it, and then I realized it was like fingertip grips. Those holds were very interesting. And I get to the next one, I get to the like second little bit, and then I just have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I didn't really know what I was supposed to do, so I kind of gave up on it and tried out a different one. And by tried out a different one, I mean went back to try this pink one, which, as you can see, didn't go the best. Then I thought this one was kind of a cool one. It was like a white finger hold one. Never done one of those before, so I didn't even know how to go about it. I didn't even know how to start it, really. And yeah, I just kind of gave up at the first try. I know that wasn't something you usually would do, but this gym was massive. It had 4 floors, and I wanted to be able to explore all the different routes and just kind of see what all I could do. This red one that I'm about to do is really fun, actually. It was super easy, but I wanted to see if I could jump to the top from the starting position, which feel now, if I tried it now, I probably would be able to, but this was my 4th rock climbing session ever, like at like an actual gym. I feel like if I tried it now, I probably would be a little bit better at it, but even still, it was fun trying to challenge myself like that. I was able to do the actual climb, but being able to challenge myself with this jump was kind of fun. I looked kind of dumb, but it was still fun. And then this one was really fun. This whole section was on the roof, so it was like outside, and there was a family next to, or I think it was a family. I don't know if they were friends or not, but it was like they had this whole family next to me, and they were really good at rock climbing, and we were just all trying to do these kind of bizarre things. So for this one, I had to start with all my like feet or like things, limbs touching this one rock at the beginning right here. And so the way I went about this was I put 3 of them on, and then I leaned over and touched it with the other hand to be able to get that start. So it's a lot of just trying to find hand holds and foot placements, and eventually I pretty much get it, right? But then my foot slips and I smack my head. I'm all good, but yeah, that was fun.
Thank you.
That family was really nice, I'm not gonna lie. I really enjoyed being able to climb with them. Okay, it might have hurt a little bit more than I let on, but it was still really fun. And then obviously, you know, I was so close, I had to try it again. After a little bit, I composed myself. I was like, I got this, I got this. And sure enough, I made it all the way through.
Nice. Yeah. Nice.
And then this green one was, all the holds were really good. They were deep holds that I could just kind of grab, but the angle again was so intense that it just drains your strength. And at this point, I was already climbing for a good 2 hours. Like I was exploring the place. I was trying out all these different like climbs and stuff. I didn't record all of them, but this one I managed to do first try, and I wanted to hang, but I was so tired. That one really drained me, even though it was pretty fast actually. Then this blue one, I was at for a very long time, and it looks super simple, but just some of the different angles of the holds were not necessarily the easiest. It was very tactical in what you had to do to be able to pass it. And I failed and failed and failed and failed and failed again and failed, failing and failing, and I was really tired at this point. So there was a decent amount of time between each attempt. But eventually I kind of took on some of the tips as other people tried to do this climb as well. And eventually it led to this final last attempt at this one. Those people were very supportive. But after this, I ended up going to the first floor and checked out a couple of these holds. They were also on the interesting side, but they were also very fun to kind of explore and do. Started out with this orange one, super simple. Just kind of make your way up the path, and yeah, that was pretty easy, especially with how tall I am. I'm just able to climb my way up. And then I was looking at the green one, and this green one, again, a little difficult to start out and kind of awkward to make my way through, but eventually, you know, just take your time and you'll eventually get it. And then I went on to this yellow one. I saw a bunch of people trying to do it, and so I saw this one don't even know how tall this guy was. He was probably like 6'4". I just watched him and kind of mimicked him, and eventually kind of got it. I think I did this first try, but yeah, it was still very interesting to try and get over. We also had people stretching in front of me, which, you know, that's all right. Eventually, I slowly make my way up this thing and make it to that final hold. All right, so I just got done rock climbing. That was actually like a lot of freaking fun. Just a whole bunch of boulders and everything. And it was crazy because I've been rock climbing in like US, and no one does like anything with recording or anything usually. Here, people, like, there was at least like 7 or 8 people who had like phone stands and were like recording their progress and everything, like making TikToks and whatnot. But like, it was cool because they were just rock climbing. They weren't doing anything weird. They were just like rock climbing and recording themselves. It was so cool. It was so cool. So I got a bunch of really cool clips. I know sometimes there were some people in front of me and whatnot, but most of the clips were good. And I even learned how to do a bunch of them, so it was really fun. I'm currently heading back to my hotel. I'm gonna shower, and then we're heading over to Team Labs to take a bunch more pictures and everything and just see what that's all about. I'm really excited for it because that was one of the main reasons as to why I wanted to take this trip in the first place. So yeah.